and opinions, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about unpopular opinions. What's something that you love, but the rest of the world hates?
What's something you hate, but the rest of the world loves?
Boom, bing, bang, boom, both. Exactly. We're all going to have an opinion of something that we like, something that we hate, but it doesn't really match with the rest of popular culture, or with critics, or with even with our friends.
Society.
Something like that. So, today we'll do one popular that we hate, one that we love. Yeah, let's go with our names, I guess, straight up the bat. What's your name over there?
It's MussKeg.
Secret.
What that was about. My motto's always been, when it's right. Why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night when we know everything's a little clearer in the light of day, and we know the night is always gonna be here anyway.
Oh, that was terrible.
I'm LewisLightning.
Skyrockets in flight.
That's sex in the afternoon.
It is, I know.
Afternoon delight.
I'm CountryBoy over here, and we're going to be talking, like I said, unpopular opinions. Let's do a shot before we get everything going.
Huckle blackberry.
This is not blueberry-ish.
It's going to be delicious.
Maybe it's blackberry.
I bet it's awesome. That's actually pretty good.
I made it myself.
So, I don't know if anybody else wants to get the ball rolling, or if you want me to start.
Why not, John?
You want me to start?
Oh, I'll start.
Okay, good. Give her going. Go. Yeah.
I'll start with an opinion that I think was great and everybody else hated. GTA 4 had the best storyline in any of the GTA games.
I played like very little bit of the intro, and that's it.
That's
so I can't
fine.
say
I know you guys know how much, so that's okay. But I'll tell you, if the world is watching this, it's going to be lighting up with comments because everybody seemed to hate GTA 4.
And I'm with the world
they
because
hated the storyline.
I stopped playing so soon. Like, you know, I take this girl on a date, go bowling. I'm like,
hey cousin, let's go bowling.
Yeah, this is stupid.
Yeah,
I was Grand Theft Auto. I did not like it.
At least GTA 4 had choices you made affecting the outcome of the story. It had several key decisions where you had to make a choice and it affected what happened in the end. Whereas GTA 5, it almost felt like they had a story in it just because they felt like they needed to. But the reality of it was the most important part was the multiplayer of the game, right? San Andreas, I didn't like the story as much. Miami, it was, or no, Vice City, sorry.
Vice City, yeah.
But GTA 4 had emotionality in this run. Yes, it had annoying tasks like having to go bowling with your cousin or picking on dates, but it had betrayal. It had breaking friendships. It had everything. It was a great story, and I do not understand how people don't like it. Do not think that.
I can't say that the story isn't better because I didn't complete the whole game. I just got tired of the fucking bullshit, mundane tasks.
You know, you're not alone.
And I stopped playing.
I was like, the same thing with me.
I was like, I'm not having fun. This is not what I want from a game. I'm not going to say that Grand Theft Auto 5 was better, but it didn't have that many mundane little fucking tasks that you had to do to keep the game going. Like, I actually had fun playing as all three characters.
I felt rage towards some of the characters in that game. Dimitri. Everything like that. Well, I don't want to list up, but Dimitri specifically.
That was his cousin?
No, his brother was... Cousin was Roman. Dimitri was this guy, he kind of hooks him up with everybody.
Oh, yeah. No,
and then he twists on him. And I do remember the sequence where his cousin gets kidnapped. It's mid-story. It's not a final story.
That's fine.
And he's trying to chase down and get his cousin, and he's just so angry. I remember playing and I'm like, I'm so angry at these guys for doing this. I don't know, it hooked me and I thought it was a great story.
I mean, I kind of wish I did finish the game because I can't speak for the whole game. From what I played, it just was too slow
and you're not alone. Everybody brings up the bowling thing. You didn't have to bowl all the time.
No, I know, but it took like an hour.
There was one thing you had to do where you went bowling.
It took like an hour of gameplay going on a stupid date.
Anyway, it's unpopular, but I'm right. So
I didn't play enough of it, but I did do that date. And
it may not be popular, but I'm right.
On your opinion, yes.
All right.
Since he did something that he didn't like that everyone else liked, I'm going to do something that I like that most people don't agree with. And since we're doing, I thought we were doing more, but since it's just
today we'll do
two picks.
We'll do another
shove out opinions.
Unpopular opinion episode later down the road for sure.
I'm going to do, because I have a video game from another one, I'm going to do a movie. I like Predator 2 more than I do like the first one.
See, that's just weird because Fucking Arnold.
So
is
you're
the first
picking
one,
you're
man.
picking Donald Glover over Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're picking a city over a cool jungle.
I'm picking-
You're picking something over Jesse Ventura,
More action.
I know.
who doesn't have time to bleed.
More action.
By the way, Danny Glover, not Donald Glover.
Sorry, Donald Glover. Danny Glover's great, but so is Donald Glover.
No, they're both great.
They're not related.
Not related somehow.
There's more action in it. Like, you just see, like, Jesse Ventura has got the Gatling gun and he, like, blows down.
Oh man, when they mow down all those trees, that's so epic.
But he's just shooting trees for that, right? And then he
That's
gets
so
blown
cool.
apart. And it's like, okay. And then that guy gets his arm cut off. But you never get to see much. It's just like one thing that's done with the Predator.
The cast
Get
was
to the
better.
chopper!
Predator only really gets to, like, showcase at the end when it's down to him and Dutch.
You see,
But
you know
that's
what?
part of the thing
In
with
the
Predator.
film, it's kinda
the
like-
first one. It's
It's kind of like
the
Jaws, right?
Yeah.
You don't see him till near the end, right? And then it builds it up. Like, what is this
Like,
thing
it
gonna
just-
look like?
It had
What the hell
better
is
cast.
this thing?
Carl Weathers, Jesse Ventura, Arnold Schwarzenegger, that Indian dude. You know, it just had the
Yeah, the cast.
Indian dude.
The Indian dude. Look on IMDb for Indian dude.
The
And it had
director,
the-
the director's in the movie.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah, Shane Black.
Yeah.
Do the high five.
Shane Black.
Gone.
But the
Boom! Big explosion.
in the other one, you get to see he's on the train with Bill Paxton, and like there's a fight scene. People like shooting this thing. And he's fighting
Bill
them.
Paxton? You bringing Bill Paxton to a fight that's got Jesse Ventura?
There's the chicks there. I don't know who the actress was that played her.
You know,
the
I want to be negative on Predator 2 because I do like Predator 2. I'm not gonna say I don't like it,
yeah, it's just.
but it's not the same caliber as the first Predator.
there's what are the weapons the Predator has in the first one? Like you don't know really. You don't get to see much. The second one you can see he's got those fucking weird like
you mean the
blade
mystery?
type
There
things.
was intrigue. There was character
That's what I
build-up.
love about
Yeah.
it.
He didn't
The
have
build-up,
anything.
right?
He had
and Arnold Schwarzenegger with the "You're one
ugly motherfucker.
fucker."
You know,
It had better
exactly.
one-liners.
He's got the muddle over his face.
Better
he's
one-liners.
hiding.
Better one-liners.
I don't go into a
Absolutely.
film thinking I want a good one-liner out of this, because otherwise I'd be like Batman Forever, fucking Mr. Freeze got thousands of them, and it's Schwarzenegger again.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
Schwarzenegger's
It's like the
epic,
seventh
no matter
point
what
I'm
he's
bringing
in.
up. It's the seventh thing that's better about
But
it.
Schwarzenegger's epic no matter what he's
You
in.
get to see more weapons in it as well.
It's funny because we probably both like Predator.
No,
2.
we do.
It's
It's
like-
just not as good as the first one. This is why it's a debate.
That's a very unpopular opinion.
That's
man.
exactly what it is. Is
And
that
I bring the good stuff to the table. His was just like, yeah, no one really cares what GTA for. Anyway,
Except
Okay.
me, which is very unpopular.
I don't know. Have you guys? No, I'll go with one that I didn't like. I don't know if you guys have ever seen 2001: A Space Odyssey.
No.
No? Ah, well, I'm not gonna
I
get
don't know
a debate
about
from
him,
you
but I haven't
guys.
seen it.
Stanley Kubrick directed, Dave, all that shit.
Exactly. Stan Kubrick directed this.
do that.
It is known to be like one of the best movies out there. And apparently, it's supposed to be like, I don't know, ahead of its time. You watch this movie, and you fall asleep. It is
That's-
fucking boring as shit.
That's the reason I didn't
I kind of
watch it.
agree just from everything I've seen about it, but
Just because, like, if it was just like him versus the AI the whole time, yes. But I think like
That was the
beginning-
best part of the movie is when
Yes.
he's like, "What are you doing, Dave?" And he's like, "Oh shit!" He knows. He's been watching. He's like reading their mouths and like knowing what they're fucking saying. They're gonna try and stop the AI.
Yeah.
But then there, at the very beginning of the movie, there's this fucking apes, and they're fucking just like boom, 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 fucking pounding on with these
it's
fucking.
a metaphor, John. A
It
metaphor.
makes no sense. They fucking hit these bones.
Yeah, it is Stanley
All of a
Kubrick
sudden,
jerking off,
a big fucking monolith shows up where they're living, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And then
It is Stanley
they
Kubrick,
jump
yeah.
ahead
Yeah.
to the future, where it's like people are on the moon, and there's a monolith on the moon, and then you're like, "Okay, now they're in a space station." I will give like they were advanced in some of their screenshots with like the space
That's
showing, like showing like
He's walking around.
yeah, that was very
That's
advanced.
Kubrick. That's the director,
The
technically.
thing is, they spent so much time with all this stuff that they were doing new, fresh stuff on. It was boring. Like nowadays, watching it in 2018, it is boring as
But do you
shit.
like any of Kubrick's stuff?
The Shining was
The
okay.
Shining,
The Shining
do you
was
like
okay.
The Clockwork Orange. Do you
I
like
haven't actually seen all of the Clockwork Orange. I can't really
I
talk
fell
about.
asleep in the clock.
The Shining was okay. I didn't think
Eyes
it was
Wide-
freaky.
Did
Like
you Eyes
everything's
Wide
so
Shut?
scary.
Yeah, Eyes
It's
Wide
not
Shut?
scary.
Yeah.
But anyways, like I just thought 2001: A Space Odyssey was just way overrated. It makes no sense. Then all of a sudden he like travels through space and time or something.
Isn't there like a baby
Yeah.
floating in space?
Yeah, that's the very end too. Like it makes no sense. He travels through space and time. Then he like sees himself like in a room, and then he sees himself as an older man, and then an older man. Like What the fuck is happening? Like, Stanley Kubrick, I know you have a fucking vision, but nobody else knows what the fuck you're seeing right now.
That's why I never watched it, because I've seen all this other stuff. I'm like, I just want the AI part sounds cool. Everything else, I'm just like, are we wasting?
That was the only part worth watching.
It was basically a big jerk off to himself, basically.
Kinda, yeah. I'll say that. I don't know why it's so fucking hyped as a big, great movie. It's not.
And yet you went and saw the sequel.
I didn't actually. I've never seen the sequel.
You brought it up before.
I did bring it up. I'm just saying, did you know? I wouldn't mind seeing the sequel because I want to know if it makes any more fucking sense. Anyways, I did not like 2001: A Space Odyssey. Go fuck yourself. Stanley Kubrick in your grave.
So, is he dead?
He's dead. He died a couple years
ago. No, he's like still alive.
I apologize.
I'm gonna wait till you're dead.
Don't strike me down.
I don't want to say it to your face, so I'll wish you're dead. Then
I feel like John might blow up on me on bit, and it's not a. That's a very.
Who's John?
Hedged bet one. Because there are certain things about it I like. So I'll just go and say it.
What?
So it's a lead up.
Neither of the Ghostbusters movies were that great.
Really?
Bill Murray was awesome in it, but other than that, they're boring. I kind of fell asleep.
You're not a fan of the Ghostbusters movies?
Not a fan of the Ghostbusters movies.
I think Lewis likes them too.
I like them both.
Yeah.
I disagree about Bill Murray in that. That's the worst part.
It's a double.
You thought Bill Murray was the best part
Bill
of the movie?
Murray's the only great thing about the Ghostbusters movies.
See, I love fucking Dan Aykroyd.
I love Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd's hilarious.
I like him and Egon together.
His hilarity is just his subtle hilarity. Yeah, him and Egon, the back and forth.
I think Winston's the subtle stuff when he's like,
his
got your big Twinkie.
Don't get me wrong, I had all the toys when I was a kid, but I never watched the movies, and I tried watching them recently, and I'm thinking to myself,
I like this pick of yours, though.
Oh my god, I just thought of another one.
Because this pick of yours is great. This is a really great pick because you're so wrong.
I didn't think anyone hated Ghostbusters.
Like, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Yeah.
I
feel bad because I have one that I'm
trying to think of something that wouldn't hurt.
I'm putting it on my list right now because I hated it more than Ghostbusters.
When someone asks if you're a god, you say yes!
Nope.
Damn it!
I think that Bill Murray was in there to sort of save that movie.
I do like both of them, and I wish they were together, like elements from both of them.
And the second one was better than the first if you had to pick one.
Actually, I would actually agree with
that. Okay.
I think the second one's a little bit more fun, yeah. The second
one is more fun.
The first one is very, I kind of find it slow. Like, you're just building up to this Zool thing, and you're waiting, it's really demonic, you're not really sure what's going on, and then that's the end when you see Zool and everything. But, like, the second one, like, fuck, there's lots of different shit going on.
Fun fact, Ron Jeremy makes a cameo in Ghostbusters.
Yes, he does.
Jerk it on the street. Too.
He just slaps it out, he's like, hey, Ghost, you want some of this?
He wants some ectoplasm.
Whoa. He's just on the street. He's watching. He's a part of the crowd.
Is it the first or second one?
I think it's the first one. He's part of the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, I fell asleep during the first one.
I love your pick, but you're so wrong about it. That's all. That's good. That's a good fucking pick. Damn.
So, I'm gonna go to my my video game pick. Something that everyone likes that I hate.
Motivation.
Super Mario Galaxy. I've never played the second one, but I mean, it looks exactly the same.
I can't be like, what? Because I never played it.
No?
Really? I thought you did. I know he has.
No, I have. I enjoyed
the games.
What
was it on?
The Wii.
I never owned a Wii, so I never really played it.
But we use backwards compatible, and you got that.
I never owned it on Wii.
But it's just, I just found that the levels, they felt like unfinished. Like, someone's like, oh, these are good mechanics that will have him hit this switch, and this will happen, and that. But then they forgot to put, like, the rest of the environment in. It's just like a big empty space.
Some of the levels are like that. It's like, okay, I'm just going to show you this section of a world, and that's all you're going to get. But I love some of the mechanics they did. Like, being able to, like, flip the camera upside down, and all of a sudden you're on upside down, and you got to jump around and try to figure out the physics. And in the second game was even better, because you got Yoshi. And you could do a bunch of stuff.
I haven't played the second one, so I can't talk about that one. But the first one, it felt like a tech demo. Like, this is everything we can do. And like you said, you can flip things around and, oh, look at the gravity on this little planet you're on. It's so small, but you can walk all the way around. You're still stuck on it. I was just like, where's the rest of this game? Like, where's everything else?
It's not, yeah, I mean, like, it's not like Mario 64.
that's the thing. Mario 64. I was gonna say like there was an environment like you could go off on the grass and check out this field. There might not be anything there, but it was a place.
The best Mario was Super Mario World for SNES, but
Mario 3. For regular Nintendo, yeah, 100%.
World and 3, I'm gonna tie them. I like them both. I'm probably the only one that likes fucking Mario World 2. But
I'll say no. I like Mario 2. I love Mario 2. Fuck, I play it all the time.
most people seem to hate it. I don't know.
I'll say about Mario Galaxy is that Odyssey kind of took elements from Galaxy and 64. And there were some worlds where it was fully fleshed out and you could do like a whole bunch of stuff. And then there were like little worlds where it was like, okay, it's just a section of a overworld. And then you only have like, it's like, yeah, well, there should be more to it.
I wish I'd played it.
I understand what you're saying.
But I honestly,
it is a good game.
I was very close to just saying that I think Mario games in general are overrated. But I didn't say that because I thought back to, I really love Super Mario World. And I liked Mario 3, so I couldn't say it.
You know, like 64?
64 was okay. I never finished 64. You know,
I finished that probably multiple times.
But yeah,
Anyway. Sunshine, I finished.
Did you finish Sunshine?
Yeah, I didn't do everything.
I wish I'd seen it to give an opinion more. But yeah,
no, it's a really like well reviewed game, and
it is well reviewed.
I understand why.
I don't see it at all.
I understand your dislike for it. I just don't think that you should hate it as much as you do. That's all.
I hate it a lot.
So what's your one that you love that everybody
The last one
hates?
that I like. Oh, what the hell? Oh, fuck! I just had it in my head too.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters went through them.
Oh damn, Ghostbusters! I love them so much. No, I'm gonna say, have you guys ever seen The Village?
Yeah, I hated it.
Hated it, exactly. Hated it. Did you ever see it?
It was kind of, I don't know, I was very blah.
Screw you, M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Ding dong. Screw you.
And a lot of people do not like this movie because they thought the twist was stupid.
It was stupid.
They thought it made no sense, and they thought it was a dumb build.
I thought
it wasn't scary.
To just interrupt, I thought you were gonna say the Con Air. You like Con Air when Rock is better, but
no, that's an obvious. Everybody loves that movie.
Okay. Well, anyways,
everybody loves.
Wrong again about The Village.
But makes sense. But anyways, The Village is it's M. Night Shyamalan, probably his third or fourth movie.
Amish. It's like Amish.
It's like set like in the olden times, like the 1800s. There's like no.
That's what you think.
It's like you're on horses and stuff like that.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. That's what you think exactly. But they say you're not supposed to go beyond the trees because
that's the thing.
That's when the whatever the monsters will get you. And there's moments where they actually come into town and they terrorize the town, and it's
But can you tell me the actual story of the villages other than don't go into the woods? Like, what's the story?
I don't remember why.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you the story.
That's why it's bad. Is because there's no actual story. It's just don't go into the woods.
That's what I thought was great because, oh my god, that's why this is an unpopular opinion. I know nobody else likes it, but people were like they would come into town. These fucking creatures like fucking. Hedgehog
Costumes.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know they were costumes.
Yeah, but that's not a story. That's just like a village.
They tell the kids that these things are gonna kill you if you go into town. If you go out of the fucking.
I was just really. I thought it was okay, like all these monsters and stuff. That part I liked, and then like okay, I was just thinking now. So why were they keeping the people in the town? Like why were the?
Because the.
I just remember that
it was a bunch of like
challenge guy got the costume.
Twist ending. It's set in modern times.
See that did nothing for me. It's like okay, so what?
It's set in modern times, but you find out that like the elders of the village, when they were younger, they're all like really rich people. They made this park, and they built it because
like
they're not a social experiment. It's because they were like sick of like the bullshit of like modern times and technology and all that stuff. They hated everything that the world has become, so they wanted to make their own kind of town, their own village. Like obviously the village. And so they raised their kids and they built a whole village of people and they...
How did the government never go into this land? Tell me that. Like, there's so many plot holes with this concept. No, but there's so many plot holes with this concept. How did this thing become, this village become evolved at all? How did they not have to pay property taxes on the land they own?
Who says they didn't pay property taxes? The fucking elders, they still lived there. They were still alive. It's not like they're the ones who started the whole thing.
I'll give you that, but I mean...
They could still fucking pay their property taxes. They were
what if the
very well
wanted
off.
To expand into there? And they couldn't say no? Like, they want to put an LRT through there or something. They can't say no to that.
They can absolutely say no to that.
No,
they're rich. They're fucking rich as shit. These people,
I like how Lou's like in the middle. It's sort of bad, but I sort of
I just remember
they were like bureaucrat, millionaire, billionaires. Like they fucking decided, like, you know what, we want to get away from everyday life. Let's fucking build this fucking village.
What a great story!
What a great story.
And then let's tell this horror story.
Yeah, that was on
to our
TV as
children.
Breaking Amish. That was on TV as Breaking Amish.
You know what? That's why it's an unpopular opinion, because most people agree with you.
Shit opinion.
Because it's an awesome, surprisingly scary. I was scared when these fucking creatures came out. It was scary.
I'll say like I'm in the middle ground because it was like interesting concept, and the payoff was like, eh. Like the twist that it's still modern times. I was just like, so I mean, what was happening in the village is more interesting than that. It's not modern.
I wish that it was actually
in the main. Like who's in the village? Like who's
M. Night Shyamalan.
He is.
Who's like the main actor?
Joaquin Phoenix. What's your fucking face?
Chick.
Oh my god, Howard's daughter, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
She's like the main chick. She's the half-blind girl.
Who was like the mentally retarded guy that found the costume?
That was Adrian.
John Cleeta.
Adrian.
Brody?
Yeah. Hey, Brody, yeah, Brody.
Oh, I was thinking of him, and I'm like, this is not him.
said your
Someone looks
name
like him.
Did I? In this episode?
No, in previous episode.
Yeah, I said all our names before.
You say mine all the time.
Well, because it's in your fucking title. Anyways, The Village is a movie that I actually really enjoy, that most people just fucking hate.
I can separate them easily, but what's the one with Nicolas Cage where there's like also a village that he goes to?
Oh, I never seen
the Wicker Man.
Wicker Man. I've never watched it.
And he punches the bear.
I always think that they should be together.
The part where he puts the beers on, it's like, it's like terrible acting. They said it was like overacting.
Yeah, it was almost as bad
My
as
face! He's just yelling. I've never actually seen the movie because of that.
I thought you would have.
You think I would have? I know. I agree.
I just think I always see those movies together. They are the same movie.
Anyways,
it really isn't comparable.
They're probably wasted, but they're still our opinions.
But we have tons of unpopular opinions that we will bring up in another episode because we want to do this again. It's a fun debate. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter, PSN, and Twitch as MussKeg.
I'm on Twitch as the LewisLightning. I'm playing a couple different games. Check me out there.
And I'm CountryBoy_9 on Twitch, Twitter, and PSN.
You watch The Village live
and
if you want to watch it with them.
You might be able to find all of us on Wasted Opinions,
Twitch.
or we might be hosting each other.
Yeah,
on there.
Stay tuned for our WWE 2K17 storyline.
Subscribe below, please.
Yeah. An opinion that is not unpopular. Duff beer.
Oh man, that beer's the best beer! I love it. I wish I could drink it right now. Too bad it was a cartoon.
Bye everybody! Hi! Have a good time!